Incremental routings. You know that Supermemo is about learning and using incremental routing and using incremental reading or learning. You can also do video, writing, and so on. It's not meant to be a personal knowledge management that you can link concepts, pages, elements, whatever. Well, strictly speaking, you can do it. It's a very crude experience, but you can still do it. It's not meant to use it like this. And I only know one person who constantly use this feature, like in a daily basis. For the record, I'm going to share this, at least from my biased perspective, to prove a point that it's not worth doing it. So let's do something random, one topic. From 2022, let's see what appears. Okay, lettering. It's an umbrella term that covers the art of drawing letters, pa-pa-pam. Okay. So this is an element. So what I can do first is that I can create a link to a different element that is related, to link a concept, or to make part of the text to make this link. So it's not the entire element that is linking this. So let's start with the easiest. In this case, this is my root concept. So what I'm going to do now is I want to link another concept. That is the easiest. So I right click, concepts, link concept. And in my case, I will put it in, I don't know, education. In my case, now I have very few concepts, so I'm very limited, and accept. So now I have linked this concept. There's no way on the interface that is telling me this. And the only way I can know what's linking here is by going to View, Link List. And now I see education concept. So it's an element that happens to be a concept, but I can link other elements that are not concepts. I will do typeface. What I want now is to link the typeface. So right click, concepts, even if it's not a concept what I have to link, I have to go to the concepts. Link contents, what is this? So I click, and now I will have to select what I want. It's the same experience of moving an element. So in this case it's typeface. So I select typeface and I click enter. There is no absolute feedback, visual feedback of what you have done. But if we go back to lettering, now let's see, view, link list. Hey, there's typeface. So I just added an element link, element to element, not necessarily a concept. Nice. And this is mutual. That means that now if I go to typeface, and in typeface I check the links, I have the pair. In this case I don't have the concept, because the concept was linked in lettering only, not in typeface. So one links the other. Nice. Let's say that now I want to add an inline link, a hyperlink. So I make the text selection. Let's pretend it's this. Well, just drawing letters, let's say. Then I right click, links, hyperlink number, and shoot, I don't know which number it is, right? I have to do it the other way around. So let me search for readability. Okay, and I want to link this element that happens to be an item now, and it's the definition of readability. Ctrl-Shift-P, and in this case, the ordinal is this one. I'm going to copy this in my clipboard. Now I navigate back with Alt-Shift. Okay. Then I do covers the art of drawing letters. I select drawing letters, right click, links, hyperlink number. Now it appears because I use the clipboard. I select OK. But that doesn't make sense. What I just did is that I link the components. So as soon as I click, it goes there. I made the link. I made this on purpose, by the way, to make my point. Is that I haven't did a hyperlink of this text selection. It's super counterintuitive. Even if you select the text and you have this option, you are actually doing the component, and it's component per component basis. So now I cannot edit this because as soon as I click, it goes to this item. If I press Q, now I can. But as soon as if I use the mouse and I click, it will go to the whatever is linking. It's like a redirect kind of thing if it was Wikipedia. Now, shoot, I cannot make the component active, right? Control T. Now it's active. Right click, links, delete hyperlink. You want to delete it? Yes, please. So now if I press the mouse, it works. I not get redirected. So instead, if I really want to link something, drawing letters, right click, it's this one. Insert HTML link. Because these links, this is the component. I don't want the component, I want the selection. Insert HTML link. And in this case, I can be an element or element number. Or the image, I can even have the script or external file. Element number. Because I have this in the clipboard already. Okay. Now you see it's a hyperlink like in umbrella term that is from Wikipedia. Now if I press escape, so the component is not selected, and I hover umbrella term, in the status bar tells me the link, Wikipedia page. And if I go to drawing letters, in fact, is an internal link of this collection. And it says the element number. So if I click, I go to this element. In this case, let's pretend that it's the definition of the concept. It's brutally painful to do it because it's absolutely manual labor. It's prone to errors because if it was personal knowledge management or I don't know, Notion and so on, you just do this convention, that the double square bracket, you start typing the name, readability, and appears the candidate and so on, and that's it. You're guaranteed. You don't have to navigate manually to where the page is and accept. Oh my god. Oh my god. For me, that doesn't make any sense. It's not worth it. Yes, you will be able to go neural. That will be the pros. You can go neural. It's Control F2. I don't even know where it is in the here it is. Here it is. Go neural. And since you have all of those links, you will crawl your collection semantically. It's a big pro. But it's a titanic effort to have this. Not just to do it, but to maintain it. And at some degree, you will lose what you do once you're finished. Oh my god. It's not worth it. And I know, my friend, Winston, he does. But he doesn't create items per se. So now it's so skewed that his usage of Supermemo is no longer incremental reading, if we are strict. So for incremental reading, those links. And one final thought. Look at this. Search how many? 8. The links will be the same number as the concepts. But as soon as I click here, I have 22 members. Yeah. Now I have that face. So that video is how to actually do it and why you shouldn't do it. It's a waste of time. For many people in 2024, you have tools a lot better and designed for this flow. In Supermemo, it's the most crude version you can have. The only pro that you have is the scheduling. You schedule the reading, and that you can go neural. You can use a neural review. That's it. Let me know if you use these element links. I will be interested to see more people. Nothing more to add today, and see you incrementally.